Good evening, guys. How's it going? Welcome to Krish at 9:30 by Cambridge Veritas. If you're able to hear me and if you're able to see me, could you show me a big thumbs up in the live chat, please? Thank you. Welcome once again to a very interesting day. There's going to be a lot of personal chat today. Um, there's going to be a lot of, how should I say, um, one to one today in this live. As you can see, the topic of today's live session is how I mastered English and how do I help other students do it today. Just waiting for a few people to join in. Thank you. If you're able to hear me, just let me know. Just making sure that everybody joins in. Thank you. All right. So, the first thing that we're going to be talking about today is I'm just going to is why exactly am I sharing this? So I'm just going to share my screen whilst I do that. Uh, to all those watching right now who do not know me, my name is Krishnatria. I am a linguist at Cambridge Veritas, and I also teach business at City University of London. This live today is primarily for those students. Hi, Deepak. Welcome. Hi. Uh, this live today is primarily for those people who love English and, most importantly, who understand the importance of communication skills. And in this live today, I'm going to be sharing my personal journey, how it all started in India, and what did I do to sort of hone my communication skills to a level that is proficient. Hi, Lavanya. Lavanya, good to see you after a long time. Hi. So, we're going to be looking at all of these important bits. But first of all, allow me to welcome all of you with a big, big heart and loads of love once again. So, the first question that we have is why are we doing this? Why am I sharing this? So, I'm going to be sharing four things with you one by one. The first thing that we're going to be looking at today is why am I sharing this really? So, the first thing that I see is one of the most important reasons is I faced the same learning challenges, especially when it comes to English, that most of us face, and probably that you are facing right now as well. You may be a teacher, you may be a student. We all have different challenges related to communication skills. And I had some of the challenges, and I still continue to as well, even today. So let's get started. Let's share together. Uh, why don't you tell me in the live chat what are some challenges that you particularly face when it comes to communication skills? And it doesn't matter if you're a student or a teacher or just an ally who wants to sort of improve their communication skills. What do you think are your top three challenges when it comes to English? Hi, Kritika. So the first question is, what are your top three challenges when it comes to English and communication skills? For example, one of the most common challenges that I personally face is, or I faced growing up, was public speaking. I repeat, public speaking. Such an important point, and I'm sure all of us go through, those jittery nerves and cold feet when an opportunity comes to talk in public. What are your certain challenges when it comes to English. Hi, Sheikh. Waiting for people to share their challenges and their journey in the chat box, in the live chat. I hope the internet is all right today. Kritika says, I'm a teacher. I find it difficult to make students listen. Kritika, first of all, thank you for being so honest. It is a very common challenge, and especially when you're dealing with young learners, um, uh, so anybody who's under the age of 18, basically teenagers or uh, primary or upper secondary students. Who do you teach? Do you teach adults or do you teach young learners? Abdur says vocabulary and describing about just recent incidents. Thank you, Abdur. That's very precise of you. Um, it goes to show that you're really aware of the challenges that you have. What about other people? When I'm looking down, I'm just looking at my screen. Grades 9 and 10. Okay. Yeah. Uh, I had the opportunity of working with grades 9 and 10 many years ago in 2017 and 16 and 17. We, in the ESL world, we call them upper secondary students. Uh, and these are that category of students who actually feel that they know everything about the world and that we as teachers are stupid people in the classroom, isn't it? This is my personal experience that I felt with them. What about other people? What are your challenges in English? Extempore. Nagashri says, Nagashri, welcome to Cambridge Veritas. A lot of people do not know the right pronunciation of this word. It's actually extempore. It's not extempore. Nagashri, thank you for telling that. What is the meaning of extempore? Does anybody know what is the meaning of extempore? Somebody said vocabulary, so I'm going to put it here. Somebody said extempore, so I'm going to put it here. Extempore, superb. Is there anybody else? Cool. Thank you. So I totally agree with you. Pick and speak. Yep. Uh, Nagashri is 100% right. Extempore basically means speaking on spot when you get the opportunity to. And today, in this live heart to heart talk, you and I will together get the opportunity to speak heart to heart. We're going to be talking about our journey, our challenges, and most importantly, I will share with you how I ended up improving my communication skills to proficient level. Deepak says, Lavanya says, suddenly speaking, that's true. And Deepak says, a person who delivers his speech without preparation, 100% Deepak. Thank you so much. So, these are certain challenges that I personally faced as well. Um, I started with this challenge, especially that is public speaking. Somebody said vocabulary, somebody said extempore. These are some very common challenges that we personally face. But I'll tell you how my journey started. When, for the first time, I realized the importance of communication skills. And that was, let me share my struggle with you. So, the most important juncture in my life was in grade 4. You may be wondering, really? Grade 4? It's true. Um, I had gotten admission at the British School in Delhi. I'm not sure if you're aware of that school. And that's where uh, I had one girl, a Bengali girl in my class. Sorry, I do not remember her name. Long time ago, that's my first memory when I realized English is really important. And teacher had asked a question in class. I used to be a very chatty student, and I rose my hand. I said I wanted to give the answer, but I did not have the right words. I was a new student in that class. And this Bengali girl, she spoke immaculate English. She spoke absolutely charismatic English. And for me, it was really, really charismatic at that time. And then I just kept looking at her. I kept staring at her, and she was my first inspiration. Grade 4. I was all over a grade 4. That was the first struggle that I realized that Because of my lack of communication skills, which are not as good as that Bengali girl in my class, I could not speak. And that's when I started observing her very closely, how she speaks. And I'll tell you something really funny. One sentence that I made in English that I personally thought was really funny, and my takia kalam, it was my catchphrase was, don't touch me and my body. So if anybody, I used to feel really tacky at times. So if anybody would come, in class, of boys or the girls, I would say, don't touch me and my body. That was really funny, and my mom still makes fun of me. And of course, I'm confessing it in front of you guys today. So that used to be really funny for me. What was your first incident where you actually faced some sort of struggle related to English and you finally realized that it's an incredibly important skill, communication skill that you need to have? Tell us maybe in a sentence, if possible, in the live chat. And I'd love to show it to other people just so that we get really comfortable with each other and get to know the journey of different people as well, for that matter. Thank you. Waiting for other people. Deepak says, I'm a teacher and teach the students of 11th and 12th grade, 12th standard, CBSE. Oh, that's lovely, Deepak. Thank you. I know Lavanya's here as well. I know Lavanya for a very, very long time. Lavanya, how about you? When did you first realize that it's your struggle and you want to work on it? Still suffering every day, Sheikh says. Yes, Sheikh, totally agree with you if that's happening with you. Thank you. Lavanya says, during my first day of language learning class. Okay, that's interesting. You actually feel a lot of nerves. You get a lot of nerves when you join, especially English communication class. You feel really nervous the first day. In my career, um, in the last 15 years, I've taught so many batches. And I can totally agree with you when you say that the first time when you join a communication skills course, you feel really nervous, or for that matter, any course. But I think it's the responsibility of the teacher to make it really, what do you call it? It's the responsibility of the teacher to make it really easy on you. Yeah. So my first struggle with communication skills was in grade four. I told you that. The next thing that I want to talk about as part of this struggle is where I began. I was born in Delhi. I was born in East Delhi, if you know the place. It's called Karkarduma. And the biggest challenge that I faced as a learner when I was improving my communication skills was not just public speaking, but also MTI. What is the meaning of MTI? Does anybody know? MTI. Come on, who can tell us in the chat box? Have you ever heard of this word, MTI? Gulalai, welcome to Cambridge Veritas. Okay, I'm going to read Lavanya's comment. Lavanya says, I started with my mother tongue, and the trainer slowly asked me to switch over to English. I was surprised that I spoke the whole self introduction in English with my. Can we all clap for Lavanya, please? It's an achievement. Come on. Lavanya, wonderful. Thank you for sharing so honestly your journey. Okay, MTI stands for Mother Tongue Influence, for those people who do not know. So, my biggest challenge was, my biggest struggle, one of the biggest struggles was mother tongue influence, which basically means when people have mistakes related to sounds in English. Let me give you a very simple example. For example, if you want to say a simple word like ALMOND, I will write this word on the screen for you. So if you want to say the word Almond, what do you think is the pronunciation of this word? Everyone, right now, if you're watching, what do you think is the pronunciation of this word? Almond. Come on, who will tell us? Thank you, Deepanshu. Absolutely correct. Superb. Madhu, thank you. Lavanya tells us L is silent, Nagashri says. Absolutely, Nagashri. Lavanya says almond. Repeat after me. The pronunciation of this word is almond. One more time. Repeat after me. Almond. L is silent. So whenever you pronounce this word the next time, this word right here, don't say almond or almond, say almond. So my biggest struggle was not only public speaking. Thank you, all of you are right. Linguiskill, Kritika, Deepak, Madhu. Uh, Shinobi, we don't say L. Once again, hi Shinobi. Modern Patshala, L is silent, absolutely. So the biggest struggle was MTI. So I want you to tell me what is your MTI. For example, my MTI was I used to have a very khadi boli, which is in Hindi, which basically means that my consonant sounds used to be really heavy. I'll give you an example. I will type in the live chat as well. So instead of saying pen, the right pronunciation is pen. I'm typing in the live chat for you. I would actually end up saying p, pen, which is wrong. So the next time when you pronounce this word, it's not pen, it is pen. All right. So this was one MTI that I really struggled with during my school days. And I was very aware of it from the beginning. And I will tell you who made me aware of it. I want you to tell me, what do you think is your MTI? Pronunciation problem. Can you tell me your pronunciation problem in the live chat? My pronunciation problem is the pronunciation of P, P. What's yours? Linguist skill says, being a Bengali, the O sound is really tough. As we say, oh, that's my MTI. Linguist skill, well done. Can you give us one example? I have had a lot of Bengali students. You're right. I can actually see where you're coming from. Mine is V and W. Lavanya says V and W. Let me give you a very simple trick. Okay. This trick is called, I will type in the live chat. This trick is called bite your V. Bite your V and kiss your W. Kiss your W. I have put it in the chat box for you. It's very simple. Lavanya has told us a very nice point. Next time, when you have problems when you pronounce V and W, this is a trick. For example, we do not say welcome. It's wrong English. We say wa. Make your face like this, pout position. Wa. Welcome. Once again, repeat after me. There's a big difference between V and W, how you pronounce it. Are you able to see it? Yeah, how you pronounce it. When you say V, speak like this, Vicky. Repeat after me, Vicky. Bite your lips, Vicky. But when you say W, pronounce it like this, wa, wa, as in welcome, welcome. So repeat after me quickly. Vicky, welcome. Yeah, welcome. All right. So as in victory, Linguiskill has given us a very nice example. As in V as in victory, bite your lips, victory. And kiss your W, whiskey. Super. Deepak says, my students say to me, stage lover during the school in the morning. I'm learning a lot of things from you. You're a great facilitator. You're welcome, Deepak. Thank you for your kind words. Okay. Kabir says, like sauce and boss. Thank you, Kabir. That's a very good. My O sound is very lovely. Thank you, Kabir. Sorry if I have missed your comment somehow. All right. Hi, Nandini. Hello, digital zombie. I lovely. Sorry if I've missed your message during the chat box. Okay. So my biggest struggle was MTI. The next thing that I want to share with you is when it comes to my struggle was lack of confidence. It was the biggest problem that I had. And I want to share something personal with you. My communication skills by the time I came to college uh, uh, improved drastically, and it happens with all of us naturally. One day, there was a debate competition at my university. I studied for 6 months in Delhi, and then after that, I moved to Canada when I was 19, 18 years old. 18, 19 years old. So when I was in Delhi, I will also tell you the name of the university. I was at Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies. It's called VIPS. It's in Pitampura in Delhi. I'm not sure if you guys know this. In case you do know, or if you live nearby, show me a big thumbs up, or you can show me a hi, or you can tell us in the chat box. So what happened was one day there was uh, there was a debate competition, and I had prepared really well. I still remember one of my teachers. She used to be very proud of my communication skills. Can I tell you a little secret? What happened that day? When my turn came to speak, I froze. I had 2 pages prepared. I went on stage, stood behind the podium, and I froze. I could not speak one word, and my face was like this. Everybody was watching me. There were other students as well. It's not like I could not speak English. There were other students as well. But I just froze. So I realized my biggest challenge is not English. My challenge is not English. My challenge is self confidence. Because my teachers and myself, I knew my communication skills were fantastic. I was 17, 18 years old at that time, but I could not speak even a word of English. And for the first time, I found it's called stage fright. What do we call it? What do we call it, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat box? Stage fright. Hi, Divya. No problem. What is stage fright? Have you ever had a stage fright? I'm going to put this struggle on the screen now. Stage fright. So when I was 17 or 18 years old, I finally understood that I have major straight stage fright. My communication skills are fantastic, but I have to start working on stage fright. Thank you so much. Not fried shake, it is fright. It's on the screen. I hope you're able to see it. It's called stage fright. Shehzadi, yeah. Uh, yeah. Divya, it happens with everyone. You're not alone in it. Yes. Kritika, yes. And I want to tell you my secret how I started working on it. You will not believe me. And this live is not a formality. I'm genuinely sharing my life with you right now. Stage fright means anxiety or nervousness. Absolutely, Lavanya. I'll tell you, that day I left university crying. I still remember I was in a rickshaw coming all the way from, I was in metro, Delhi metro, coming all the way from Pitampura to Karkarduma, which is East Delhi. And I was just shocked and embarrassed. And that's when I understood that I don't have to give up and communication skills are incredibly important. I will now start working on self confidence. I'm getting goosebumps when I'm sharing this with you. That was a major turning point in my life. I was really embarrassed, but I knew what to do very clearly in my life. And the first thing I started doing as part of the solution, the turning point. I will tell you my turning point. I want you to think about what was your turning point. I'm now sharing my turning point with you. My turning point was, I repeat, my turning point was I came back home. I was really upset. My mother, she's hospitalized today. Please pray for her. I hope she gets well. My mother spoke to me and she said, my mother has been my biggest cheerleader. And she spoke to me and she said, you can do anything that you want. You're like Hanuman, the Hindu god Hanuman. She said, you do not realize your powers. You're that. Um, I mean, I did not know that I could do anything, but those words from my mother changed my life. She said, you're like Lord Hanuman. He does not realize how powerful he is. So she asked me to think about what my strong areas are and watch those people on YouTube or work or find those friends in the community. And that advice was the turning point in my life. So that turning point was right company and watching interviews of uh, people who I find have great English. This is what I started doing. After that advice from my mother, I hope you're able to see my screen. After that advice from my mother, the first thing that I did was I went onto the internet, and that time I used to get really inspired by Barack Obama's English. Now, because you see politicians using a piece of paper when they read out things. I never saw that guy using a piece of paper when using English. And the first thing that I did was, believe me, the first thing that I did was I started watching Barack Obama's every bloody interview. That was the turning point in my life. That advice from my mother changed everything for me. Uh, I started watching interviews of, you might find it funny, but I will tell you my personal other favorite person, Bollywood actress Aishwarya Rai. I found her communication skills really, really good, really, really impressive. The kinds of words that she used, her journey during the pageantry when she became Miss World, and Barack Obama. These two people I started idealizing. So, what I would do was, I would open their video, I would turn on YouTube, I would sign in YouTube and watch their video. And I still have three diaries. The kind of words that they would use, I started writing those words. The kinds of pronunciation they used, I started writing those words and that way. And what else did I do? I want to show you something. My phone is there. Otherwise, I would have shown you. Let me see if I can show you this right now. Bear with me. I'm going to show you something on my computer. I hope I have it. No, this is a different computer. I'm so sorry. I wanted to show you something. It's called functional language. Repeat after me. Divya, Sushmita Sen is equally amazing. I agree. Sushmita Sen is equally amazing when it comes to her communication skills. But there's something that I started doing. It's called functional language. I'm putting it in the live chat for you. Do you know what is the meaning of functional language, guys? If you know the meaning of functional language, type it in the chat box. After watching the interviews of Aishwarya Rai, Sushmita Sen, and Barack Obama, I had a diary with me. And in that diary, those were the days 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. I started writing Every word that they said, interesting word, I started writing it in that diary. And to you, it may seem like a very slow process, but these slow processes really, really change the way you come across. For example, right now, you may think that my communication skills are all right, or some of you may think that my communication skills are really good. It did not happen in one day, and it also did not happen um, in a week or a month. It took years of preparation. I absolutely fell in love with communication skills during that time when I was, observing the way Barack Obama would speak, Sushmita Sen would speak, Ishwarya Rai would speak, and for that matter, Shashi Tharoor would speak. So I started writing their words. It is called functional language. And this is what you can do as well. The next time somebody inspires you, maintain a diary. And these days, you can have a notebook in your phone only and put the topic. The topic is functional language. I repeat, I mean, this is something that I did. You don't have to do that. But if you find it helpful, you can make use of it. So the topic was functional language. I asked you one question. What is the meaning of functional language? Thank you. Everyday language. Hi, Mirza. Samyukta, you're welcome. Gaur Gopal Das and Sadhguru, they have fantastic communication skills. Yes, Deepak. Divya says Jordan Peterson and Elaine de Botton are also amazing to listen to. Lovely. I do not know these people, Divya. I would love to listen to them someday. Samyukta says, I have 6 huge diaries from my childhood, which is full of new words about language and phonics. Samyukta, you surpassed me as well. Can we clap for Samyukta? Modern Pathshala is 100% right. Uh, Functional language means ready made language that you can use in daily life. So, for example, I will give you a very nice example of functional language. I was watching one interview of Ishwarya Rai, and in that interview, she used one phrase. I'm putting it in the live chat. She said, I mean, it's a phrase. She said, art imitates life. It's a beautiful phrase that she used. Art imitates life. So the interviewer asked her an interesting question. I don't remember the question. It was about Bollywood. So the interviewer asked Ishwarya Rai, so what do you feel about Bollywood films are only quite famous in Asia, but not in America? So she gave an answer and she used this phrase. I still remember it. Art imitates life. I wrote it in my diary. And believe me, when I was 21, 22 years old and somebody asked me a question, I used exactly this phrase. I repeat, I used exactly this phrase when I was giving an answer to a question. And that's how I realized that the advice that my mother had given me many years ago to watch right people, to stay in the company of those who have very good communication skills, it paid off. You will not believe me. I was 21 years old, and my first job was at a school when I had come back from Canada. No, I was in Poland at that time. Uh, I completed a course in Poland, a teacher training qualification. I studied in Poland for about a year. When I came back, my first job in Delhi was at a school. The name of the school is Pathways World School, Gurgaon. And you will not believe this, but I want to share something with you. My first salary based on my communication skills. Guess, I'm 21 years old. I have just joined Pathways World School. Guess my salary. Yes, one advantage that I had was my qualifications were from Canada and Poland. I studied there. I studied how to teach English from these two countries. But still, just guess what was my salary. I will tell you my salary, my first salary. New words fascinate. Thank you, Divya. Madhavan has good English. Thank you. Hi, Fazila. Kamal Hassan. Lovely. Mirza, I'm going to be taking some questions in the next 15 minutes. So please do wait. Lavanya, thank you so much for your kind comments. Thank you, Rajdeep. Thank you. Thank you, Rajdeep. Thank you, Samyukta. Thank you, Lavanya. Thank you. My first salary was 96,000 rupees. No, little bit of internship, only the experience of working in Canada and little bit of experience of working. And I was not even a full-time teacher. Little bit of experience of working in Canada, little bit of experience of working in Poland. And the HR's name, I can tell you the HR's name as well. The HR's name is Neeta Pant at Pathways World School. When she suggested me, when she was talking to me, very nice lady, very nice HR. When she was talking to me, um, she was asking me, "So what do you want in salary?" I said, "I want a lakh." I said a little more. She said, "You're only 21 years old. You think I will give you a lakh?" And to be honest, she ended up giving. I started with 90, and after 2 months, there was what do you call it? That increment that happens every year. So it rose to 96, but it started with, I consider it 96 only, because there wasn't a major period between the increment, between the appraisal. It started with 90, and I thank my mother for it because of that one advice. You are Hanuman. You can do anything. Watch the right people. Take inspiration from right people and make I mean, she did not say make a diary. I did it automatically, but that's how it helped. Yeah. Yeah. Some of you. Divya says, "My God, I gasped." That's how it was. That is the magic of communication skills. If everybody has qualifications these days, everybody has experience these days, but the only thing that will make you different from other people is your communication skills and your, most importantly, oratory skills. I think it was Divya yesterday who told me that my articulation is really good, right? It only happened because I was observing Barack Obama and Aishwarya Rai for a long, long time. Because of their oratory style, I got so inspired that I still remember I started covering all the concepts related to voice and accent, and that really helped me. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And this is really true. I mean, this is what that's what the journey is, and that's what you can do as well. Yeah. So I want to ask you, what has been your turning point? Most importantly, I repeat, what has been your turning point? For me, the turning point was that debate, university debate. What was your turning point? I can't share that. I've told you the name. The HR is available on LinkedIn. Yeah. Mirza's question is, suggest something to improve kids' language command like phonics and creative writing paragraph. Best source to teach them. Mirza, I have a very interesting. Sorry, could you tell me your first name, please, so that I can address you correctly? There's a very interesting thing that you can use with kids. It's called phonemic chart. Mirza, are you able to see my screen? Mirza, are you able to see my screen? Show me a thumbs up, guys, if you're able to see my screen. Linguiskill says call centers compelled to speak to UK clients got confidence from there. I've seen a lot of people actually say that they improve their communication skills talking to call center people, which is great. Hi, Mehek. Welcome to Veritas. Samyukta says, my first seminar in seventh standard was her turning point. All right. What about other people? Until you guys write, let me answer Mehek's question. Mehek, it is called phonemic chart. And there are many phonemic charts that are available on the internet. It's available on the Veritas dashboard as well, but you can use it anywhere that's available. These are 44 sounds of English that you see in front of me. So what you could do is you can, when you're working with kids, if you've got a child of your own, or if you teach young learners, you can use this phonemic chart. One sec. You can use this phonemic chart when training them. Sometimes it different types of students take different time. So just type phonemic chart on the internet, and I think that can be a good starting point. I hope it helps. Hi Jyoti. Hello. Welcome to Cambridge Veritas. All right. So this was about struggle, and thank you so much for sharing your struggles as well. And the turning point, most importantly. Uh, Now, let us talk about this, the process, improvement process. I told you one important thing that we do is functional language. I repeat, I told you the first thing that we do is functional language. I want to ask you now, during your process of improvement of English, what has worked for you? Please tell us, especially people who are watching us right now, what worked for you? Tell us your secrets. My secret is functional language. What about you? I'm going to be putting your answers on the screen. Divya, phonetics, do you know government of India and a lot of other countries as well, they have introduced phonetics in LKG, UKG as well, in kindergarten as well. So we had one teacher, I remember we have a voice and accent course that I take at Cambridge Veritas. We had one teacher, her name was Soumya, and she joined us from Bangalore. Uh, she was a professor of mechanical engineering at a university in Bangalore, India, and she joined voice and accent training course because she had to teach phonetics to master's students at university level. Can you imagine? Pronunciation has become so important today. You not only learn it at LKG, UKG, kindergarten, but also at university level as well. Sheikh says, "You're my inspiration." Thank you for your kind comment, Sheikh. You're welcome. Listening to celebrities, Kritika says. Reading and speaking. Yeah. Some people think that there's a very interesting concept that I want to share with you. This concept is called learning style. It's on the screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's called learning style. Now, I I hope I'm able to start a poll. Let me start one poll. Give me one moment. I'm starting one poll with you guys on YouTube. Mm, 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 mm. It's a very interesting poll, actually. I will give you four options. I repeat, I will give you four options. All you have to do is select what works best for you. What kind of learner are you? Okay. So the question is, what kind of learner are you? Okay. I'm giving you four options. You will see the question on the screen. Select any one option. Okay. Option number one, listen to my options. Option number one, audio lingual. Audio lingual learning style means you like to listen to things and that's how you improve your English. So, number one is audio lingual. Number two is visual. I repeat, visual. Visual means you like to watch things and that's how you like to improve your communication skills. Option three is you like to read. You are a reader. For example, Divya said that she's a reader. Option four is you are a writer. You like to write. So, which of these options? I've started the poll right now with you guys. Let's see what your answers are. Can you select what's the right answer for you? Let's see what you guys say. No, just select the right option. It's a live poll. You will be able to select it. Audiolingual. Select the answer on the poll, please. Let's see what your answers are. Okay. 36% of you say that you're visual learners. Wow. And I knew it is right. What about you? What about other people? What kind of learner are you? Are you audiolingual? That means you like to listen to things and improve your English. Are you visual? That means you like to watch and then improve your English. Are you a reader or are you a writer? It's quite shocking. Many people said that they are writers as well. Okay, thank you. I'm going to end the poll now. So, see, 40% of you said, sorry, I've stopped the poll now. So, see, 40% of you said that you are visual learners, and that's true. Can I tell you why? What is the reason? Because of a methodology we use when we teach English. That methodology is called CLL. I'm putting the methodology on the screen. I repeat, this methodology, ladies and gentlemen, it's called CLL. I think Lavanya may know the answer to this question. Do you know what is CLL? Thank you, Kritika, Lavanya, Deepak, Modern Pathshala, Samyukta, Divya. So, different people have different learning styles. I wanted to give you this advice. For example, imagine you have a friend, and if your friend likes to read and improve English, don't copy your friend. Listen to me carefully. You have a different learning style, your friend has a different learning style. For example, I hate reading. It's true. I'm a very good writer. I like to write, but I hate reading. So, I improved my English by watching other people. Remember? Visual, watching Barack Obama and Aishwarya Rai. So, I like to watch people and improve. So, I started watching their interviews. I am a visual learner and I started writing also. I'm a visual learner and I'm a writer. What kind of learner are you? Most of you answered in the poll as well. Thank you, Divya. I'm going to tell what is CLL in a bit. Community language learning, it's slightly different actually. You have to decide what kind of a learner are you? Are you audiolingual learner? Are you a visual learner? Are you a reader who likes to read and that's fine? Or are you a writer? The problem is when some people think that they have to copy me or they have to copy somebody else. You don't have to copy anybody. Your learning style is different from other people. A lot of people do not realize this. You are a different person with a different learning style. I'm a different person with a different learning style. So explore all the four options. Do you like to read? Do you like to write? Do you like to watch other people like we're interacting right now? Or do you like to listen? Listen to music or possibly, listen to podcasts and improve your English. So when we end this live session today, I want you to think about today's life and decide. You don't have to decide today, but at least start this process. What kind of a learner are you? Are you a visual learner, auditory, reader, writer? And that's how take your journey forward. So that's one. Okay. So I wanted to share this with you. The most perfect way of improving your English is CLL. It's on the screen. I'm going to put it in bold now. The most, this is the best way to improve English, and nobody told me this until I became a teacher. CLL stands for, I'm putting it in the chat box. Nagashri, wonderful. You hit the nail on head. Communicative language learning. This is what CLL stands for. If you want to improve your communication skills to skyrocket level, then take this is the biggest and the most important takeaway from today, and that is communicative language learning. If you do not, you can read English, you can write English, you can listen to things in English, etc. Until you communicate, it won't help. Because in the end of the day, when you have to interact with the world, you need to be able to speak the language. So, the biggest advice that I would like to give from today's lesson, from today's live interaction is make sure you use CLL to improve your communication skills. That is, it doesn't matter if your grammar is incorrect. I will help you in the live sessions. It doesn't matter if your vocabulary is weak. You will improve it using functional language with the passage of time. It doesn't matter if your pronunciation is not up to the mark, but you need to start using CLL. Don't worry. Everybody has incorrect grammar. I have I have lived in 5 countries in the world. I have lived in Canada, India, Poland, Germany, and right now United Kingdom. I have seen all kinds of native speakers. I mean, native speakers. I've seen, I've trained people from Japan, from China, from Middle East, from Europe, from Asia, everywhere. Even the top senior leading teams of companies, they everybody struggles with communication skills. So from today onwards, don't worry if your grammar is wrong. Still speak, still talk. Can I tell you something? This is the only way forward. I repeat, this is the only way forward. If you agree with me, make sure to give a like on the video today. All right. And if you're new to our wonderful community of language learners at Cambridge Veritas, make sure to subscribe as well. Okay. Give it a big like if you agree with this. That is, communicative language learning is everything. And you will see within 10 days or within a week, you will see, my God, you have become so confident naturally in English. And you will start picking the right things. That's why I organized today's live show. Today's live. It's Sunday, everybody's relaxed. You're serious about your communication skills. You're with me for the last 40, 45 minutes. This is something that works. This is the magic pill. Communicative language learning. Some of you said, Samyukta, absolutely. Divya says, the one worldly wise teacher. Big like. Thank you, Lavanya. What about other people? Shake. Superb. Superb. Okay. Let's move to the next part. This is how now I want to share with you how I became a trainer. If you guys have some time, I'd love to share this. Do you guys want to know how I became a teacher? Everyone? All right. I'm going to share with you how I became a teacher now. Please have a look. Are you able to see my screen? Please tell me if you're able to see my screen. Thank you. So it is very funny, to be honest. And I shared it, I think, a little bit of it yesterday as well. I come from a very middle class family in Delhi. And um, one day, I was 17 years old. My mom said that she will not give me pocket money from today onwards. Yeah. My mom said that I asked her for 100 rupees, I think, 100 rupees. Uh, and she said, I've got two younger sisters as well. She said, Krish, you've got two younger sisters as well. Your dad works really hard. I can't give you 100 rupees every day. You have to start earning money yourself now. And that day it began. My best friend, one of my very good friends, her name is Sasha. She's a clinical psychologist in Delhi. Her name is Sasha. So I was crying in Connaught Place in front of Sasha, and I said, Sasha, my mom did not give me pocket money today. We can't go for a coffee or we can't have food, whatever, whatever, whatever. Then she said, Krish, she knew that my communication skills were very good. She said, Krish, my auntie is starting an institute and she's looking for a person who has good English. So that was a summer job, June, July month. I still remember in 2011 or 12, around that time. And that was the month of June. And I went to her auntie's place in East Delhi and I said, Hi, my name is Krishnatria and I want to, Sasha is your niece. And she asked me if I could take this interview and all of that. That was my first job. And I really enjoyed teaching those grade 10 students. The students that I taught English was grade 10, and I was myself 17, 18 at that time. And I really, really enjoyed it. So, what I decided was I'm going to take a short course. The name of this course is TESOL. I repeat, the name of the course is TESOL. Do you know what is the meaning of TESOL? Does anybody know in the chat box, in the live chat? Please tell me, what do you think is the name of TESOL? TESOL stands for, this is live stream, Mega. Yes, of course. So TESOL stands for Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, something along those lines. Okay. So I did this course, TESOL, from Canada. So I went to Canada and I completed this course. I was, I think that time I was 18, 19. I was the youngest student because most of the people who do this course, who take this course, TESOL program, they are generally very experienced teachers. They want to be specialized as English trainers. So yes, thank you, Radha. Teaching English to speakers of other languages, superb. Samyukta, teaching English to second language, yes. Yesterday, yes, absolutely. Teaching English as a second language. Yes, absolutely. So this was my first training as a trainer. And it was also a short program. I completed that in Canada. I taught English in Canada, barely very young. I was a teaching assistant at that time. That was my first job. And to be honest, it was the most fulfilling experience of my life. In classroom, working with people my age, sometimes much older, sometimes much younger, different age groups. And I think because of that I became a very mature person at a very young age, because I started working with various age groups as an ESL teacher. So that was my first job abroad. I was i was a teaching assistant, started working at a school. I'll tell you the name of the school. The name of the school is ILSC, International Language School of Canada. So I was in Canada for about a year or two, and then after that I came back to India. And then again I went to Poland to study further. Then I did another course. It's called CELTA. Do you guys know this course? It's called CELTA. This was a life-changing experience for me. The year was 2012 something. I did CELTA from Poland. I studied in Poland at that time, thanks to my parents. Uh, Somehow they kept supporting me during this journey. Uh, in 2016, cut short, long story short, in 2016, I came back to India. So it all started with Sasha, then Canada, then Poland. 2016, I came back to India and I kept on teaching, kept on teaching. And then In 2020, I came to London to study more. So currently, I live in London. Uh, in London, I did MBA. So I wanted to I wanted to study more. So I saved some money working during all these years, and I did an MBA in London. And after doing an MBA, I got a job at Cambridge Veritas and a wonderful organization where I got slightly promoted. I became an academic manager and a teacher trainer. So today, my main responsibility at Cambridge Veritas is to create wonderful courses for you guys and to do teacher training programs. So Samyukta had recently completed. Samyukta is in chat box with us right now, live chat. Samyukta recently completed. Fazila also completed uh, IELTS Train the Trainer masterclass with us. Samyukta also completed. Samyukta just finished. Yes, Samyukta, yesterday, Samyukta finished her certificate with us. Samyukta, would you like to tell us the name of the certificate that you completed at Cambridge Veritas? Yes, Rajdeep. So this is my qualification basically. So I did an MBA from London, and then basically this is what we do today. So every course that we design at Cambridge Veritas goes through my screening. That's my main job. And when I'm not doing that, my other main job is to conduct teacher training programs at Cambridge Veritas. So we basically run three courses. I'm not digressing towards those courses, but just to let you know, voice and accent. If you want to become a voice and accent trainer, or if you want to improve your voice and accent, course number two is IELTS Masterclass. If you want to become an IELTS trainer, and number three is TESOL. So I did TESOL in 2011. I teach TESOL now. So I think that's the growth that I have seen because of my communication skills, and I think this is something that has helped me a lot personally. Do you guys have any questions about all of this? Yeah, Samyukta, voice and accent. Lavanya is an old student as well. Lavanya is a friend. She's not a student. Um, but I understand the emotion. Lavanya did a course. Lavanya and I completed a course. Lavanya, what year was it? I think 2020 or 21. I remember it was around COVID time. Thank you, Samyukta. So sweet of you. Thank you. All right. If you're a teacher right now with us, what is your qualification in teaching English? And are you also considering becoming a specialized trainer? 2021, Lavanya. My God, it's been 5 years now. All right, cool. Super. Thank you. Divya, the fee structure is um, varied across different courses, and predominantly the courses for teachers has a different price range than for the students. Um, uh, please feel free to get in touch with the counselors. I think they'll be able to shed some more light on it. I just want to make sure that I do not comment on a wrong figure that I do not know at this point. Thank you. There's a question by Fazila. If one has to choose between TESOL and CELTA, what would you suggest? Fazila, it's a very, very tough question to answer if you want to become a certified teacher of English. But let me tell you something interesting. Talk to the trainer who's your trainer. Somehow, before deciding to do a course with an institute or an organization, just request them, can I speak with the trainer who will teach me for 5 minutes? Just do that. My trainer, Megha Malhotra, she was my trainer in Canada, teacher trainer. I repeat, my trainer's name was Megha Malhotra. My God, I love you, Megha. She changed my life. She was my teacher trainer, incredibly charismatic personality. So see who will train you. I remember there was one student. Her name was. I'm not able to recall her name. She completed a course with us last week, and she said she had a very bad experience on her CELTA program. So make sure that you get. You get some chance to speak with your trainer. If you feel comfortable with the trainer, and if you feel comfortable with the syllabus, it doesn't matter. You can do either a CELTA or you can do a TESOL. I hope it answers your question. You're welcome, Sukanya. You're just so kind to say that. Fazula, have I answered your question? Give me a big heart if you've understood. I hope if I've answered your question. Okay, so the last thing that I want to share with you is, why am I still learning? I repeat, I have to tell you this. I make mistakes even today, and I hope it gives you an insight as well into something really practical. Okay, a lot of people think, can I tell you something, a little secret? If you want to do a course, you want to do any course in English, you want to be an accountant, it doesn't matter. If you want to do a course, don't ask people who discourage you. If they say that you're not ready, delete those people out of your life. I'll tell you why am I telling why am I sharing this? When I wanted to do when I wanted to do the CELTA course, and when I wanted to do MBA from London, there were many people. I used to work at the British Council in Connaught Place. There were many people who discouraged me. Of course, I can't take the name. There were many people who discouraged me. They said I was very young. I could not do those courses. Delete those people out of your life. If you feel that you're ready to do something, go for it. Don't listen to anybody else. You can take words of advice, pieces of advice, but don't be discouraged. If they say, no, it's not the right time, try doing it later, don't do that. Just do it. Just go for it. So, what I realized was, if I do not practice my accent, I start speaking with MTI. Remember in the beginning of the video today, interaction today, I told you that my MTI. Who remembers my MTI? What was my MTI? Do you guys remember that? Tell me in the live chat. My MTI was related to per. Thank you, guys. Oh my God! Look at Krish's biggest fan. It is the funniest thing. Almond and I get really embarrassed when this person texts, but I really love you. Thank you so much for creating an account called Krish's biggest fan. You're just very kind. You're very sweet. It is not me. It is somebody else. Okay, just feeling embarrassed. Okay, what is mother language? Rajdeep, mother language is the language that uh, you spoke when you were raised as a child. So that's mother tongue influence. So the per sound, I was telling you this, sorry, I lost the train of thought. Why am I still learning? So many people will discourage you. Don't listen to them. If you feel your heart is ready, go for it. Now, my biggest struggle was MTI. What I'm trying to say is, after 3 years, 4 years, you will still feel that you need to improve your communication skills, your English, and it is totally fine. I have been teaching English for 15 years, and I still feel that I need to improve my English. I need to improve my communication skills. It's totally fine. So you have to continuously practice. I will tell you my trick to practice. I use accent enhancer tool, or it's also called IPA chart. I repeat, it's called IPA chart if you want to improve your voice and accent. It's available on the internet. Because I teach teachers the voice and accent course, my main job is to make sure that my pronunciation is right. Yeah. So to continue improving my English, even today, see, this is the biggest confession that I can make, that I have to improve my English even today. There are going to be many people who will tell you I am perfect. I mean, as in they are perfect, but nobody is perfect. I have to continuously improve my English to train you better English. or to train the teachers how to teach, most importantly. So IPA chart is something that I continuously use. Um, this is something that I personally wanted to share, uh, something that you can use as well. You need to remember this. Even as a trainer, it is my favorite phrase when I use, I'm putting this phrase in the chat box. Even as a trainer, I'm always a student first. The day you stop learning is actually the day you've become arrogant, and your English improvement will stop there. So your friends and family who you feel they are struggling with their communication skills, share our daily episodes with them and ask them to join. It's completely free, and ask them to participate with us. Tell them Krish really cares about your active participation. Only we can improve. Thank you, Shinobi. Shinobi is 100% right. Nobody can be perfect. It's only how you can continuously keep on improving. Most importantly, thank you. All right, thank you. Now is the time we will ask Q and A. I repeat, now is the time for Q and A. Whatever question you have that you want to ask me, I want you to not be shy, related to anything, of course, things related to English, or if you want to personally know about me, I'm okay to share. Please feel free to ask. Okay, Lavanya is ready. Superb. Lavanya has shared a favorite phrase: learning a language is a journey with no final destination, only new paths to explore. Superb. Absolutely, Lavanya. Very good question by Morlita. Hi, Morlita. Welcome to Cambridge Veritas. How to identify MTI? It's a very tricky question, to be honest. It's an amazing question. First of all, I want to clap you for asking this question. Uh, I think I should make a lesson on this, as a matter of fact. But one of the most common ways of identifying MTI is, some common MTIs are sir and sh mix up. I repeat, sir sound and sh sound mix up. It's a very common MTI. So, for example, instead of, and this kind of MTI you will see in eastern regions of the Indian subcontinent. For example, some people mix the sounds of sir and sh. So they don't say sleep, they say sleep, or they don't say shoe, they say su, right? This is a very, very common MTI. Can you give me some more examples of MTI, guys, if you remember, if you have any? Gujus have this as well? Uh-huh. All right. Absolutely. Another example of MTI that I can think of, Lavanya, Samyukta, guys, go on, tell us. Thank you. Samyukta, Samyukta just recently completed her course at Cambridge Veritas. She did a wonderful job on the course. So in southern part of India and in certain regions around the world, people do not say the year sound. Yeah. So instead of saying yellow, people say yellow. I repeat, they don't say yellow, they say yellow. So year is a common MTI in some parts of the world. What I'm trying to say is, Morlita, you asked a great question. I'm going to show your question. What I'm trying to say is, if you want to identify what is your MTI, start with, again, you will think that I'm repeating my answer. Start with what you can see on the screen here. Start with IPA. Today or tomorrow, type on the internet IPA chart, and you will see there are 44 sounds in English. When you learn those 44 sounds, you can see how those sounds are different from the way you speak. When you see that, when you make that comparison, you can easily identify what's your MTI. Yeah. So, thank you, Divya. This is a very interesting question. Voice and accent course at Cambridge Veritas is all about improving your English to international standard accent of English. I repeat, international standard accent of English. I'll give you a very simple example. So, for example, instead of saying TEN, what is the pronunciation of this word on the screen, guys? TEN. Many people say 10, simple 10, right? But it's incorrect. The correct version is 10. I repeat, 10. This is the correct version. 10. So, what I'm saying is the voice and accent course helps you. By the way, I'm not marketing the course right now, just answering the question for those people who are here. Or any voice and accent training will help you remove your MTI and create a standard. For example, my articulation right now is the result of voice and accent training. So, when you finish a voice and accent training program, and of course, with a lot of practice, the idea is for you to be able to speak with a standard international accent of English. You will not end up saying teacher, it's fake. You will stop saying teacher, and your standard accent will become teacher. Teacher. So that is the difference that you sort of feel. Yeah. Nagashri says, do tongue twisters help fluency? Let's do a tongue twister right now. Are you guys ready? If you're ready, show me a big thumbs up or a big heart. Are you ready to do a tongue twister with me right now? Okay, let's do a tongue twister right now. Here we go. Thank you. I'm going to say the sentence. You have to repeat after me. I repeat, I'm going to say the first part. You have to repeat after me, and we will see if it helped you or not. Okay? I will say the first line first. Betty bought a bit of butter. Betty bought a bit of butter. But the rule is you have to use t. I repeat, the rule is bear by sis, lovely. The rule is you have to say t. Peter Piper, Lavanya, yes. This is the rule. You have to use t to say this. I repeat, you have to use t to say this. Repeat after me. Betty bought a bit of butter. One more time. Repeat after me. Betty bought a bit of butter. Excellent. But the butter Betty bought was. But the butter Betty bought was. You're doing a great job. Bitter, so Betty bought a better. T. You have to say t sound. Perfect. Last sentence. Butter and it was better than. Sentence number 4. Butter and it was better than the bitter butter. Okay, I'm going to say the whole of this very quickly. You have to try repeating. Okay, here we go. All right. Betty bought a bit of butter, but the butter Betty bought was bitter. So Betty bought a better butter, and it was better than the bitter butter. See, even I'm fumbling, that's fine. Try repeating. I'm going to give you a few seconds. Yes. So to answer your question, Sheikh is asking this question, and Nagashri also asked this question. What did you feel? Do you feel that that uh, it forced your tongue to move in a certain way? If it forced your tongue, that is the purpose of tongue twisters. Tongue twisters force you to speak in a certain way to break the flow in which you have been speaking all your life. So that's how tongue twisters really help. So to answer your question, yes, they really do help. Yes, Sheikh, tongue twisters help a lot. The rate of speech increases. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Are there any other questions besides this? All right, thank you. So, before closing today, this is what I want to say. Um, what is my vision for you? I'm going to say something in the chat box that I had written before starting this lesson. My vision for you is this. It's in the chat box. If I could go from nervous speaker during my debate at university to a confident trainer, not even a speaker, teacher trainer today, so can you. You can do anything that you want to. You're like Lord Hanuman. You don't realize how powerful you are. It's true. You think that you really if you think that you can't do it, you're wrong because you don't realize your powers. If you want to be a billionaire, you can be. If you want to be an engineer, you can be. If you want to be the best orator in the world, you can be. Because you have better tools now. And what does that mean? All the strategies that we discussed throughout this live today. Uh, Number one, uh, IPA chart. Can you tell me what are the strategies that we discussed quickly? Let's see how many of you remember them. Thank you. How many strategies did we discuss? Lavanya, I was in India 2 months ago, actually. So I've just come here. So I think it may take some time now. I repeat, amplify Lavanya's question. When are you? Thank you so much. I'd love to meet you guys as well if you live in Delhi. But I was in India 2 months ago, so I think it'll take some time now. Thank you. Yeah. So a couple of strategies that we discussed in this live are: A, use functional language. Oopsie. I'm going to put these strategies on the screen as well so that bear with me. I'm putting these strategies on the screen for you. Okay. Strategy number one. I hope you're able to see the screen. Use functional language. Number two, identify the kind of learner you are. Are you a visual learner, auditory learner, writer, reader? What kind are you? And then use that strategy to improve your English. The best way to improve your communication skills are CLL method. CLL method. This is another thing that we discussed. What is the meaning of CLL method? Communicative language learning. Until you communicate, kuch nahi hone wala. Until you communicate, you have to end up speaking. And it doesn't matter if your pronunciation is wrong, grammar needs improvement. It doesn't matter. You have to eventually end up talking. The next thing that we discussed was IPA chart. Use IPA chart in case you do not know. Type on the internet what is IPA chart. Use it to improve it. And am I forgetting anything? Is there anything else that I'm missing here? Can you help me? And tongue twisters. Tongue twisters help a lot. So TONGUE twister. Super. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of Sunday night, streaming live from Cambridge Veritas um, into your phone or desktops, into your homes. Um, Articulate any topic in English. Rajdeep, same advice. Improve 44 sounds in English. Once you do that, it'll help you a lot. Thank you. If you are new to our sweet, small, growing community of Cambridge Veritas, make sure to subscribe and, most importantly, share the lesson with your friends and family. I will see you guys tomorrow with another topic to improve our communication skills. Soon we will start a simple vocabulary series as well. So I'm sure that'll help a lot as well. Eventually, my vision for you is this: I hope you're able to achieve all your dreams, whatever you wish to, starting with speaking like a star, like a celebrity. And I hope that in this process, however I can help you, I hope I'm a part of this journey because uh, the best thing that I've learned from my trainer is Megha Malhotra is when we do the right job, it changes people's lives. And I think that's the most important thing that we can do as trainers. And that's how I feel that I'm able to contribute to your lives. So, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, loads and loads of love. Thank you so much for staying with me throughout this live. The turnout was really good, as a matter of fact, today. I will see you guys tomorrow, exactly at 9:30 p.m. IST. Loads and loads of love, and take care. Can we have some hearts for each other? Can we send some love for each other in the live chat, please? You're welcome, Divya. Thank you so much. Lavanya says a great trainer doesn't just teach, they inspire countless others to become great trainers themselves. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Okay, let's send each other love. Okay, we need a lot of positivity in our world. I'm also sending some love. Okay, loads and loads of love. Superb. Oh my God, that is so sweet. Wait, I'm sending as well. Okay, guys, we need lots of love and positivity. Can we all send some love in the chat box? Live chat. I don't know what. Okay, finally, I have the heart. Here we go, sending tons of it. Okay, I'm going to show your hearts one by one. Thank you. Samyukta, Sukanya, Krish, sir's biggest fan. That is so sweet. Fazila, Morlita, Lavanya, Megha, Divya. Thank you so much for being with me, guys. What about the boys in the room? Hello? Where's the heart? Would love to see your heart as well. Thank you. Good night and take care. Bye bye.